Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to this English learning story. I am very happy that you are here today. This story is made for beginner English students, and it will help you learn simple English in an easy way. In this story, you will hear many simple words, short sentences, and useful phrases that you can use in your daily life. Today's topic is about something very important. It is about the daily routine of successful people. Maybe you have asked this question before. What do successful people do every day? Why are they so active, happy, and strong? How do they stay focused and do so many things? In this story, we will learn about their daily habits, and we will learn how they use their time every day. This story will also help you learn how to make your own good routine. Remember, when you follow a good routine, you can become better at your work, your study, and your English. In this story, we will follow one person's day from morning to night. His name is John. John is a successful man. He works hard, but he also lives a happy life. He has a clear plan for his day, and he follows this plan every day. From the time he wakes up until the time he sleeps, John does many useful things. These things are not very hard. They are simple, but he does them every day. That is the secret to success. In this story, you will listen to John's daily routine. You will learn what he does in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. You will also learn how he balances work and rest. This story is not only for learning English, it is also for learning life skills. So, my dear listener, listen slowly and carefully. Try to repeat the sentences. Try to write down new words. Try to use the words in your daily speaking. This is how you will improve your English. Now, let us begin our story about John and his daily routine. John wakes up early every day. He wakes up at 5:30 in the morning. When he opens his eyes, he does not check his phone. He does not stay in bed. He gets up slowly, stretches his arms, and takes a deep breath. He says to himself, "Today is a good day." This helps him start the day with a positive mind. After he gets out of bed, he goes to the bathroom and brushes his teeth. Then he washes his face with cold water. This makes him feel fresh and awake. After that, he changes his clothes and does some light exercise in his room. He does stretching, breathing, and simple movements for about 15 minutes. Sometimes he goes outside for a walk or a short run. He enjoys the fresh air and listens to the sound of birds. This morning exercise gives him energy and makes him feel happy. After exercising, John comes back home and drinks a glass of water. Then he takes a quick shower. He always keeps his body clean. After the shower, he wears clean clothes and feels ready for the day. Now it is time for breakfast. John goes to the kitchen and prepares a healthy breakfast. He eats eggs, bread, fruit, and sometimes oatmeal. He drinks a cup of tea or milk. He does not eat junk food in the morning. He knows breakfast is the most important meal of the day. While eating breakfast, he does not watch TV or look at his phone. Instead, he listens to a podcast or reads a book for 10 to 15 minutes. He enjoys learning something new in the morning. After breakfast, he writes a small to-do list for his day. He writes what work he will do, what meetings he has, and what goals he wants to complete. This helps him stay focused. Before leaving home or starting work, John takes 1 minute to sit quietly. He closes his eyes and thinks about his day. He says, "I will do my best today." Then he smiles and starts his work. This is John's morning routine. It is simple, but it is very powerful. It gives him energy, focus, and a good mood. He does it every day, even on weekends. That is why John is successful. He starts his day with peace, planning, and purpose. After his healthy and peaceful morning, John begins his work. At 8 a.m., he sits at his desk and turns on his computer. He checks his schedule for the day and starts with the most important task first. He does not check social media or waste time. John believes that the morning is the best time to focus. His mind is fresh and clear, so he uses this time to do deep work. He works for about 2 hours without any distractions. During this time, he writes emails, joins online meetings, and completes his main projects. After 2 hours, he takes a short break. He gets up from his chair, stretches his body, drinks a glass of water, and sometimes walks around the room or steps outside to get some fresh air. Then, he returns to his desk and continues his work. He keeps his phone on silent mode, so he doesn't lose focus. He believes that focus is power, and when you focus, you finish your work faster and better. At 12:30 p.m., John eats lunch. He does not eat fast food. He eats a simple and healthy meal, usually rice, vegetables, and some meat or fish. After lunch, he takes a break for 20 to 30 minutes. During this time, he does not work. He sits quietly, sometimes listens to soft music, or just closes his eyes and rests. He knows that a short break in the afternoon helps the brain relax. At 1 p.m., he starts working again. In the afternoon, he answers calls, attends short meetings, and finishes the smaller tasks on his list. He always tries to complete his work before evening. He works with a calm mind and stays organized. When he finishes one task, he puts a check mark on his to-do list. This makes him feel happy and successful. At 4:30 p.m., John slowly ends his work. He checks his tasks and plans for tomorrow. Then, he shuts down his computer, cleans his desk, and says, "Good job today." He believes that a clean space helps create a clean mind. John does not take his work stress home. After work, he gives time to rest and enjoy life. His work day is finished, but his routine is not over. He still follows good habits in the evening. Let's see what John does next. After John finishes his work in the afternoon, he takes time to relax. At around 5 p.m., he goes outside for a short walk in the park near his house. He walks slowly and looks at the trees, the sky, and the people around him. Sometimes he listens to calm music or an English podcast while walking. This walk helps him relax his body and mind. When he comes back home, he changes into comfortable clothes and drinks a glass of warm water or green tea. At 6 p.m., he spends time with his family. He talks to his wife and plays with his children. He believes that family time is very important. He keeps his phone away so he can focus on his loved ones. At 7 p.m., John eats dinner with his family. They sit at the table and talk about their day. The dinner is simple but healthy. Vegetables, soup, rice, and sometimes a small dessert. After dinner, John helps clean the kitchen. He believes that small actions make a big difference. At 8 p.m., he takes some time for himself. He goes to his room, reads a book, or writes in his journal. He writes 3 things he is thankful for that day. This habit helps him feel positive and peaceful. He also checks his goals and plans for the next day. He does not use social media or watch too much TV at night because it makes sleep difficult. Instead, he chooses quiet and peaceful activities. Around 9 p.m., John starts his bedtime routine. He brushes his teeth, washes his face, and wears his sleep clothes. Before going to bed, he sits on his bed for 2 minutes, closes his eyes, and takes deep breaths. He says to himself, "I did my best today. I am proud of myself." Then he turns off the lights and goes to sleep at 9:30 p.m. He sleeps for 7 to 8 hours every night. He knows that good sleep gives him energy for the next day. John's evening routine helps him end the day with peace and rest. He does not rush. He moves slowly and enjoys the quiet time. Every part of his day, from morning to night, is planned with care. That is the secret to his success. He takes care of his body, his mind, and his time. He repeats this routine every day. It is simple, but it is powerful. One special part of John's daily routine is learning something new every day. Even though he is busy with work and family, John always finds time to learn. He believes that learning helps him grow and become better. He knows that successful people never stop learning. Every day, John spends at least 30 minutes learning. Sometimes he reads a book, sometimes he watches a useful video, and sometimes he listens to an English podcast or an audiobook. He chooses topics that help him in life, like communication, time management, leadership, or health. If he is tired, he still tries to read just one page or listen to 5 minutes of a podcast. John says, "Small learning every day becomes big success in the future." He also learns from people. When he talks to others, he listens carefully and asks good questions. He learns from their stories and experiences. Sometimes John takes short online courses. He watches videos, answers questions, and learns new skills. He also likes to write notes about what he learns. This helps him remember better. John knows that the world is changing fast, so he must learn new things to stay strong. He also spends a little time improving his English every day. He reads English articles, listens to English news, and practices speaking. He believes that learning English helps him connect with more people around the world. John's learning habit is simple, but it is very powerful. He does not learn for hours. He just learns a little every day. But he does it every day. That is the key. Many people wait for the perfect time to learn. But John makes time, even when he is busy. He knows that daily learning keeps his mind sharp and his future bright. This habit is part of his daily routine, and it helps him become more successful, more confident, and more prepared for life. Now, dear listener, let's think about what we can learn from John's story. John is not special because he is rich or famous. He is special because he follows simple habits every day. He wakes up early, eats healthy food, exercises, works with focus, spends time with family, learns new things, and sleeps on time. His routine is not difficult, but it is powerful because he does it every single day. That is the true secret of success. Not big actions, but small, good habits repeated again and again. You can also build a strong daily routine like John. You don't have to do everything in one day. Just start with one small habit. Maybe you wake up 15 minutes earlier. Maybe you read a book for 10 minutes. Maybe you practice English for 5 minutes. That is enough to begin. Step by step, your day will change. And when your day changes, your life will change. Remember, successful people are not lucky. They are disciplined. They use their time wisely. You can do it too. And now, here is one simple English learning tip for you. Try to listen to easy English stories like this one every day. Listen again and again. Pause the story and repeat the sentences. Write new words in a notebook. Speak aloud, even if you are alone. This is how you will grow. Your English will improve slowly, but surely. Don't give up. You are doing a great job. I am proud of you for listening to this story. Keep going, one day at a time. You can learn English, and you can become successful, just like John. Thank you for listening, and see you in the next story.